the new Supergirl movie was bad, and that upset me because I love girls, not boys. So the reason it was bad was because of everything. Every single part of the movie that would usually make a movie good was not present. The characters, other than Supergirl herself, I guess, were very boring. The main villain was just nothing. He had no personality whatsoever, and he didn't really have a story. They give him a bit of explanation for who he is, but who gives a fuck? The main kid character, I have no idea what her name is, seriously. I cared so little about her. She has a story, but the scene where you find out why she's doing what she's doing is it's too short, too fast, and it just results in you not caring about what's happening in the scene because you barely have time to even process what's happening in front of you. So it leads to her entire story, which is basically the whole film, feeling very empty. Who else was in the movie? All the flashback scenes with Superman in them, because Superman is in the movie, which is good, because obviously David Corenswet is great as Superman. All the flashback scenes with him in it are great. Well, not great, I wouldn't say great, but they're good. It's Superman, it's him doing his thing as Superman, it's good. But they don't really do anything for the story because the story is already so bare bones. They actually give backstory for, they explain what happened to Krypton in this movie, and it's actually really interesting, but it doesn't really do anything for the narrative. All it really does is just explain why Supergirl is the way she is, which is probably the most interesting part of the movie is Supergirl herself. Her at the start of the movie going on getting drunk all the time was interesting, but all they really did was just they basically just presented the ideas of her character and then didn't do anything with them. It seemed they just the whole point of this movie was just to explain who she was rather than actually tell a story, because the story it seemed like they didn't care enough or give any time at all to the story, which is very sad. The action is also boring. It's just, for the most part, it's just normal superhero movie action. There is, the very last fight is good in some areas, but overall the action is it's just nothing, basically. One thing I did like was at the very end when Supergirl stops the sword, the little kid with the sword from doing what she wants to do. Because I was hoping when that was happening that Supergirl would turn around and do it herself. I'll just spoil it. Supergirl stops the little kid from killing the main villain. Because that's her whole story is wanting revenge on the main villain. And it's very boring, which I already said, but yeah. So after Supergirl stops her from killing the main villain, Supergirl turns around and kills him herself. Because of similar reasons, I guess. She wants revenge for what he did to Krypto. Which isn't really that sad, to be honest. I already knew Krypto wasn't going to die. It's very obvious. I just didn't really feel invested in anything that was happening. It kind of just basically exists to like set up her character conflicts that I hope are going to happen in future movies, because like her killing the main villain is very interesting. Like the fact that she tries so hard to stop the kid from killing him, but then she does it herself anyway. It's like do as I say but not as I do as a character, you know? Which I thought was very interesting. But then it ends. There's nothing else interesting that happens with her character outside of them just presenting the concept for the character but then not doing anything with it narratively, you know? So yeah, the whole movie was just very disappointing. It was just really nothing, basically. What else? Oh yeah, my favourite scene. It's like 2 seconds long. It's when Supergirl lands on Earth for the first time. And when she's in the apartment, she is overwhelmed by the sounds of Metropolis because of her super hearing. So she puts on my bad, someone just walked past me. So she puts on her headphones to drown out the sounds of Metropolis, and I thought it was, I don't know, I just thought it was kind of a neat character moment for her. I like when music is used in interesting ways in movies, and that was an interesting use for it. So yeah. On Letterboxd I gave it a 4 out of 10. It's not even mid, it is a bad movie. Like, I wish I could just say it was mid, but no. It was badly written, unfortunately. But I love Millie Alcock as Supergirl, and I really just want to see her in a better movie. Yeah, that's Supergirl.